Y'all know I don't stretch. So if everybody asking why 84 ain't stretching, y'all know I don't stretch. Anybody pay attention to Viking football, 84 don't stretch on game day. I come ready. I came out the womb, I was ready. Tell them, mama, you know I was ready. That's why you have it.
This is Jordan, Ryan, and Buddies, the good, the bad, and the uglies, breaking out the huddle. With Adam, Thielen, Hustle, DK, Metcalf, Muscle, strong. No more goal line fumble, rumble in the jungle, rumble, young boy, rumble. Fuck being humble. I'm proud of the game, that just in the game, that second to play. All die protecting my name, talking the same as to play in the game. No pain, no gain, no pain, no gain, no pain, no gain. Shit. Well, I train the brain to strain the pain till I'm in the Hall of Fame. Won't stop till I'm in the Hall of Fame. Oh, got some money in my pockets, man. I ain't talking pocket change. You could keep the fucking change.
Is a disgusting act. Is a disgusting act. Is a disgusting.
Bit up on the route, and Randy Moss, without even really being able to run, as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
Is a disgusting act. Is a and it's unfortunate.
Well, here we are.
We're sitting comfortable now.
Still think we got.
We made it back.
Yeah, we're back in it. In a different room, in a different spot, different time period, but
Yeah, it's been how long since we've been back, buddy? Like,
when I looked at YouTube, 3 years.
3 years. So it's been a hiatus. We did have a video called Summer Hiatus, but this has been a 3
Yeah,
year.
because I think we did kind of sputter there. We hit the peak with Shimmy. I actually talked to him about that at the street dance. But yeah, we were out, and I think then we hadn't done one, like, leading into that summer hiatus. I think we had done one, like, every 2 or 3 months at that point.
Right.
Came back, did a few, because I see that one of the last ones we did, too, was state bound, so that would have been my first year coaching still. So we did do one more then.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we lost the love. I don't think because we still like to do it. I don't know why. Like reason just we would get busy, I guess.
Well, and I even in a lot of my coaching stuff, like if I said if I wouldn't have got into it then, I know we had talked about, like getting in touch with local high schools, because since then nobody was like it was some YouTube stuff with no broadcasters for like high school football games. Mm-hmm. Now you get people paying a subscription to, have somebody broadcast the games. Like I know Belgrade does it.
We were talking about
like, and just seeing if somebody wanted broadcasters for their game, because that would have been fun, or covering it, like looking at the QRF or whatever, and going to the best football game in the area, and then reporting on how that was too. I still won't be able to do that yet. But.
Yeah, we both are kind of helping with our some football teams.
Yep.
Over there at BBE.
Yep. So that was before we get into the schedule, we'll jump into that first. Like we said, I know before, one of our final videos was me coaching. I did step away this spring from it. I just felt like it was time. We have a baby on the way in September, so big life changes coming.
This time, a little Fester are going to be running around. Just imagine that for all you viewers and listeners. Think about that for a little bit. I love it.
Well, it'll be a girl, so it shouldn't be as wild as... Well, I guess I don't even consider myself too wild, but... Maybe at one time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I can't wait to be Uncle Roush and...
Yeah, it'll be... Yeah, that's right. I said I got to start buying guns, and she won't be dating until she's 50. But yeah, so that was kind of the reasoning behind getting out of coaching. But my first 2 years, we had 2 state placing teams. Max Hansen was a state champ both of those seasons. We had Carson Gilbert win one. I was back-to-back section coach of the year my first 2 years and was conference coach of the year, multiple state place winners. We had a hell of a run. I think they're definitely going to continue to run in the future. I think they got the right kids that will have started many, many, many years. I got a lot of faith in those kids. So
yeah, man, I think you did a good job. You poured your heart into it. Like over the years that I was watching you, it was fun to watch to see how into it you are. and how much you talk about these kids and how much you just love to see them grow and shit like that.
Yeah, it was.
It's cool, man. I don't know.
It was fun. I had I had one reach out to me that said some very good things about my time. So that was kind of that's what you do.
It makes it worth it. I think, right?
And we like I said, we had some wild moments, some really big ups, and we rode through some pretty bad downs at some times. So, no, it was good. I'm going to stick on with football to kind of continue my promise with those junior high football boys and things like that. Football's always been the passion, as you guys know from prior videos. So, decided to stick on doing that, and yeah, now we got some free time to free up the pod again, and we'll probably have the baby in September. She can do her first podcast.
Oh, yeah.
No, it'll be good. I'm excited about getting back into it. I think we're going to do some shorts. We're going to cut some things. If you saw before, we uploaded onto TikTok.
I already had
a little trip and fall, little bloopers.
Just in the setup.
Yeah, things like that come up. We're going to try to make shorts, share them out. So just maybe a better way of doing it. We are going to break up episodes a little bit too. So like when we talk about the Vikings, it'll be a specific Vikings episode. When we do the Twins, specific. Timberwolves, specific. This one will kind of touch on everything, cover a little bit of the 2025-2026 seasons of the major teams.
I want to call it like the state of Minnesota sports.
Yep.
Because,
since it's been a while, we'll cover all of that. And then, then we'll break it down. So, like, just a quick example, like the LaMelo signing. We'll maybe quickly hop on together, blast something out. Maybe it's only a couple minutes, but just our takes on it. We're going to try to be, maybe not everything right away, but we're going to get a podcast out about it pretty quickly. So it's not multiple weeks behind, but
right. But otherwise, like when it comes to updates of like, I think we'll just do weekly updates, like in season, like the Twins. I wouldn't mind updating and seeing how we feel about, what's been going on the past week or 2 weeks or something like that. Viking season.
Yeah.
Break that down a little bit more, right? But like, if there's not much to talk about with that sport, we'll do a pod and do an update and see if anything in free agency's hit, something like that. But
because I think too, talked about it yet, but I think maybe too, even in July, if we get some time, get to a training camp, report on what we're seeing.
That would be cool.
I know with the Twins, we could get a little more hands-on with my season tickets and stuff. I know we're going. So. Yeah. But what have you been up to now? I jumped in.
That's all right. We got to let the people know what we're doing and what our plans are, so that's okay. It's all going to be spoken on. But no, I've been working the same job, I guess, past couple of years. I've been coaching just like you, but mainly just football, volunteering, just with a local ACGC. And then lately I've been doing flag football in Wilmer. It's through NFL flag.
Yeah.
We've been doing that really since the spring. We had early conditioning for some of the players that are planning on going to like Green Bay. There was a big regional tournament, and then we went in season. We had a bunch of teams, and y'all got jerseys to represent like a local NFL team.
Yeah.
So like I was in charge of 3 different teams. My 8U team was the Vikings, which was awesome.
Yeah.
My 10U team was the Chiefs, and then my 12U team, the team that I brought to Green Bay, were the Chargers. So we played against, the Ravens, the Jaguars, you know what I mean? Yeah. So all these kids got the jerseys.
I was going to say, I saw too, because you guys were just in Green Bay, they did have an NFL player show up.
Yeah, Zaire Franklin.
Yep.
Linebacker.
He was really good for the Colts.
Yep. He came from the Colts. He spoke to the kids. He shook hands with everybody. We took pictures with him. It was a really cool moment for the kids. And we ended up taking 2 teams, a 12U team and a 10U team, and our 10U team ended up winning the tournament.
Okay.
So now they were invited to go to Indiana to do the regional or the national tournament against teams that have won their other regional tournaments.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's coming up at the end of July. So we're still got practice. We're still training hard. keeping them locked in, right? But it's kind of cool because we keep telling them, like, hey, man, like, keep working at this because there's nobody within 100 miles of you that are going to Indiana. Just remember that. Like, that is something kind of cool and something special for us. Like, our 12U team tried really hard. We had, hard fought, played some good, just whatever. But our 10U is going to represent the Wilmer Roughnecks, is what we're called. So it's kind of cool. Also representing Green Bay since we won their tournament.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a little love-hate kind of a weird deal because diehard Viking fan, obviously, but Green Bay, got to show a lot of respect to them because they held the tournament. They treated us really right. And they donated some cash, too, to help, like, with the whatever, as far as I know. I know a lot of our team right now is doing fundraising. So if you look, I'll be trying to post. I've been posting some stuff on social media, but they're selling popcorn. I think they're planning on selling, like, plates.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Some of that Mexican-style plates. Plates.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know exactly what they're planning on doing with that, but we'll kind of keep that updated, trying to raise as much money to make it as cheap as possible for these kids because it's really cool, man. We'll be practicing and doing it on all professional NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who knows who will show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be cool. So yeah, excited for that. I also wanted to shout out my buddy Trey, who puts this on. That dude is like really something special. Like, I love the fact that he's doing this. So I just got to shout that boy out because he's really doing
Giving out great opportunities for kids.
Yeah,
this is like you were saying, and I kind of said it with like the me stepping away from coaching. Like, I've been there. I've ran the race. I got to see a lot of things. Even coaching the state tournaments that I was a part of as a coach now, that I was a part of as a player. Like, I've ran my race. So like, for those kids, that's I remember going. I mean, not that we got the chance to go to some of those places,
right. Well,
like as a kid, but like those are things that
you remember, bro, and that's the stuff that like keeps you doing it, man. I don't know. It's fun to see. It's really cool. So shout out to Trey for starting it. It's really cool coaching alongside that dude. I'm learning a lot myself. He tells me I do great too, and he daps me up a lot. And it's just like, man, I feel humbled because it's like I don't even feel like I'm on his level, but like, and it's cool to feel that way. He's a really good dude. So shout out to that. Other than that, also look for us on ESPN at that tournament because that flag tournament is going to be on ESPN. So be aware of that. That's pretty cool. And we just did the Riley Shades tournament.
I was just going to say, we should touch that quick too.
Yep, so we did that for Atwater Days again. Speaking of, look, he's right there. Miss that boy. Think about him every day. Yeah. Anyways, I was just watching.
Look at those back.
We were living that day. Tournament went well. We had 12 teams sign up. Cash prize to the winner. It was Piper's team. Our buddy Alex, he came up with a lot of the teams. Shout out to him for putting a lot of that legwork and getting the teams going. So that was cool.
Yeah, they all had fun. It's turned into a pretty high level.
Yeah, guys.
Tournament. I mean, we've had some really good guys show up and play, and I know even we get a little chippy in there too sometimes. It gets pretty.
It's fun, man.
I know 2 years ago we had some almost fights out there, but it's
last year kind of got a little. Or last week I'm saying.
Alex got pushed in the back. That was great. This last year was just a hard foul there at the end. I didn't see it live. I'll have to watch the clip again. I know you have it, but I think you leave your feet too. Some of that happens, but I'd have to watch it again. I know we're in a summer league. It's not supposed to be super serious either, but when you play competitively, I know how that goes. Two people are trying to win. I mean, $700 and some is.
It was $800 for the winner.
Yeah, like that's quite a bit. I mean, $200 a guy if you brought 4 guys. So not bad at all. I mean, like I said, it's been really good turnout. I think. Is this the most teams we've had?
I think last year we matched it.
Okay, 12. But yeah, I know we've grown each year, especially since we moved inside the 1 year with the little rain out. That was kind of sweet, but.
Yeah, no, that sucked. So then we had to move, man, because
we couldn't do that. The first, how many years did we do it outside? 2?
But, 3? God, I do miss that. street ball effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being outside, doing all that. Like this year would have been the perfect year because it wasn't too hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was pretty hot.
Yeah, it was hot enough.
Yeah, where they would have been
dying.
And it does get hot in that gym anyway, too. It gets a little sticky after a while, so.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, life's been fucking, well, pardon my French, but life's been good, all right?
Yeah, I've been back. Like I said, I'm excited
it's good to be back.
And do it again.
We like golfing. We've been doing a lot of golfing. These guys, Alex and Fester and Brett.
Yeah, Brett got into it. Nelson's been into it.
Nelson been going hard.
Michael's been into it.
Yeah, so we talking over golf that he's like, when are we going to bring it back? Because I've been kind of poking at him when we didn't do a pod. And then he is telling me that buddy Dylan Herkler's Concordia guys were shouting out.
Yeah, all of a sudden a guy walks up to me as I go up to order a drink on Saturday, and he was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "You're Jordan from Jordan, Ryan, and Buddies." And I was like, what in the world is going on? And he was like, "You got to get Dylan Herkler and all those guys on it." Because I was like, "I think we're coming back." And he was like, "No way, you got to get those guys on it." So you guys are definitely on the clock already. That was, I guess, one other thing, too. Everybody, again, we're going to open it up. If you want to come and sit in the room, we'll add another chair in here for you to come, and we can talk about, like I said, any of those overarching things. We will have some of those lifestyle things like we had before where we kind of go off the rails, but it'll be its own
off the rails
podcast. We probably, now that I'm married.
Hey, leaving this, if we decide we want to cook again, we'll do our own little separate cooking show.
Yep, and the one that I thought of just now was, if we have another one of those, we won't have another one of those, I don't think, now that I'm married, but another one of those Jordan struggle videos.
Yeah.
That one was...
what do we want to do, like baby advice for Papa Jordan?
Yeah, you can give some baby advice when I haven't slept for a while, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we'll be able to, now we should be able to zoom you in or send you a link to get you in, and we'll find a time and edit the video and do things like that, so.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you're interested, reach out, Instagram, text, Snapchat. If you're interested, we'll get you on.
We can do a remote, like you were saying. I found a way that if you want to do it at home in the comfort of your home, or if we got something, a hot take that maybe you want to talk about and you just can't make it, but you still want to talk, we got that figured out. Because honestly, this is Jordan, Ryan, and Buddies. So, like, the more buddies we can have on here, the cooler I think that is. And
because I know when we got like those different perspectives. I mean, we had Erica, when we had Shimmy. I know Riley was the continuous buddy for a lot of videos. I know Herkler did one or two. We had Corbin, but now we should be able to zoom you in. I know Dustin did it by Zoom last time. We did a couple trying it, but now I think we could do it as an actual podcast and let it rip. So
yeah, that'll be nice to do. Also, while you're here, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Share. We're back, baby. Don't tell your friends, tell your wives, tell your husbands, tell your dogs. Play it in the background. We're here, man. We're just gonna talk. We don't know nothing about. We just know about what we think, right? So, we're going to try to give you our honest opinion on these things, just like we always have. We're going to try to be as correct as possible, but...
Probably get some things wrong, and that's where hopefully, too, I like ruffling some feathers. I know I will with the McCarthy takes when we get there.
Yeah.
And some of the Minnesota sports fans takes that I have as of recent, so... We'll have some things, and that's where, too, hopefully you guys will engage with that and those comments, probably that I'm going to make about certain things, as usual, but...
Yeah.
Let's get into, the Vikings. Like I said, we'll do the overarching kind of I don't think we're going to talk about the season that's over and done with. No. Wasn't McCarthy's fault.
He didn't help.
Well, no, but this head coach is a dingbat, so that's where we're at. But the draft, I thought they took needs. I thought they actually drafted very well with a interim GM or an acting GM that wasn't really the GM. I know they took a chance, kind of swung a little bit with Banks, but I'm all good with it if he turns out and we get a few. I mean, I think we're going to get more in a few years, but he was one of the more dominant D linemen a year ago, and just some injuries derailed it. I think he wants to be good. I see you got Jake Goldie up there. People compare him to Van Ginkel. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be a thing. Dominique Orange was a great pickup.
I kept hearing about Dominique Orange. Big citrus.
Who's the other one? That Claiborne, they say, was going to be really good. And then Max Bredesen, the fullback from Michigan. So a lot of talk that he's going to be the guy to replace C.J. Ham, and it'll be seamless, and he'll maybe even be able to make some plays out of the backfield. So we'll see how that goes. I won't touch on it.
So Caleb Banks, though, that he was hurt. Am I wrong or right?
Yeah, he's got a bone fracture in his foot, or he's got something. I know he didn't suit up for the rookie OTA portion. I don't know if he'll be able to click on his injury, but I know it's like a foot fracture or something. So he may not be able to go till middle of the preseason potentially. So who knows? I mean, I do think that he's going to play. You can just look up injury. Ingrid.
Yeah.
Juan Ingrid.
See. We're a little rusty here, but we'll get it. Let's see here. Is on track to be fully cleared from his foot surgery in early June. So he had foot surgery. Here's the deal. I don't like feet problem with my big guys. You've been saying it forever. Bad feet. Well, he's literally got bad feet.
Yeah, but I mean,
so it worries me.
We're also not in 1990 anymore. I think they can. I mean, that's where I said no. Maybe you don't get the longevity of the career, but if you can get a good 2, 3, 4 years of production out of him, I mean, Danielle Hunter was here for a long time. We traded him away. I mean, some of it's about getting out when the time is right. I think he's young enough to come back from it. I get that he's massive. I think they'll heal it up. If he does everything correctly, I mean, we saw Adrian Peterson come back. I mean, we saw Brett Buskell come back from the torn ACL in softball. I mean, stronger than ever. I mean, we'll just see how. I think he'll be just fine. Like I said, it's probably going to linger a little bit. It's going to be tough initially. These guys are in the NFL. They get paid.
Well, who do we got going at line or at the D line right now? Like, who do you got on mine?
It's that Jalen Redmond, and then I know they got rid of Hargrave. They got rid of Allen. I don't know if it's Tunga. If they let Tunga go or not.
Defensive.
Levi Drake Rodriguez, yeah. I mean, the rest of those guys are jokesters.
Dominique Orange, he should get a good shot at it there.
Yeah, Redmond, I mean, Ingram Dawkins was a...
Caleb Banks is going to get a good shot. Dallas Turner, I want to see. He's going to be hybrid type. I like to see him on the end, man. I want that old school 4 on the line.
They've got, I mean...
But they got away
football's gotten away from a lot of that. I mean...
Because I do truly think Dallas Turner can get after the quarterback.
We're going to find out if he can do it full time. I think he's going to struggle a little bit, but we're going to see. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the Grenard trade.
Well,
but they got the guys. They made a concerted effort to get guys on the D-line. So right now I can't complain with how they drafted. I think bringing in Jawan Jennings, as critical as I was of that, I think he's going to be good. I mean, again... Regardless, before I go into the quarterback controversy part of it too, whoever plays quarterback, if you can't succeed, I just don't understand, and that's why again I'm gonna say it's Kevin O'Connell. But I mean, again, like I said, the free agent signings, Kyler
Murray, Jennings, 1-year deal,
bringing back Eric Wilson's pretty big.
I like that.
This one that James Pierre, people talked a lot about. They think he's pretty good. I don't know anything about Tierre Thomas.
So how about we lost big leg Wright? What's his name? Our punter?
I don't think
because we signed this Johnny Hecker. I swear we did.
I know that.
Departures. Ryan Wright is gone.
Well,
so
he was,
and that'll be
looking like me out there. So
well, he's Yes, but he's got a boot. Yeah. So we'll see what Johnny Hecker does. I think
Johnny Hecker's played in the league for a long time.
I think he. I said he was a Pro Bowler. I feel like.
Yeah,
four-time Pro Bowler.
Before.
4-time Pro Bowler Johnny Hecker. Look from the boot.
The one thing,
yada consistent.
The other thing I don't understand is the Carson Wentz re-signing. I think that's
so that goes. We can kind of jump into that, I guess, because I do have that on my little takes here. I think the really reason is whoever loses this job, and that could be anybody, but we all kind of really know.
Everybody's been pretty confident it'll be Kyler Murray.
Do we trade a J.J. McCarthy, and then that's why we have Carson Wentz? That's kind of my thought.
If they do something stupid like that, it just doesn't make any sense. This fan base is just so instant gratification. I thought he got better at the end of the year. Against the Giants, Kevin O'Connell allowed him to get teed off on right before halftime. Then he hurts his hand. Then we got to go through the Max Brosber deal. It was a soft benching last year. Let's not get away from that. Kevin O'Connell's an absolute clown for that. He can't run the ball. He doesn't understand it. We're going to see, because people have said that Murray has struggled early, too, in this offense. And I think it's because Kevin O'Connell wants to get so damn cute with this offense. And it's not going to work. If he wants to get cute.
Well, that's not my question. My question, though, do you think we ever trade him? Is that a likely possibility?
Is it a likely possibility in the grand scheme of things? Yes. I do think it is possible. Will they? I don't.
Right. We can talk about Kevin O'Connell here in a second. But my question was, do you think we trade him? Because I honestly think we should. If he loses, because here's the deal. We know players. We know this stuff. And how hard of a pill is that to swallow that you lose? And how humble is J.J. McCarthy? Is he going to sit there and be a good sport about it if he loses truly? Probably not. I think he's going to be in the corner pouting, being a little, I wish, whatever. He lost a job and it's obviously you're in your feels and you're pissed off, but is he going to be able to handle being there and being the backup after losing it all? And all of that, or is it going to be too toxic?
I do think so. He's young enough. People forget he's 22 years old or something. I think in some ways he understands it. I think he's gotten a lot better. Camp actually starts and real bullets start flying. We'll find out. That's right. I think Murray has the upper hand a little bit with that.
I think Murray's got the upper hand just in the fact that he's seen a lot of these defensive schemes and all this stuff, and he can probably process it a little bit quicker. The problem I have with our coaching and what we did to JJ is that he wasn't ready. He was not ready at the time. He's too excited. Ooh, just like Haru.
Yeah.
He gets too excited. A lot of these passes that he tried to be Brett Favre, but he's not as accurate as Brett Favre. He's just whipping it in there, and it's bro, just get a little more touch, right? I don't know that Murray's got that touch, but I think he can not panic and just try to force it.
Well, the thing that he's got is going to be that mobility, and that's
too.
Because the running question, too, for me is that O-line going to hold up? I don't think they help. People can give me.
No, they didn't. Well, look at Carson Wentz, bro. He was just out there sacrificed. Yeah. He was getting bamboozled.
And I get that they put money into it and guys got hurt and things didn't work out. That happens. But, it's just been a running theme with the Vikings to just pay no attention to it. I do, for some reason, have a feeling it's going to be better this year. Because it's been an every other year deal with the Vikings.
Well, that's kind of goes with it. To me, we were linemen in high school and stuff like that. I wish we could have been more, but that's besides the point. Did you like to pass block or did you like to fucking run block?
I think all linemen would say run block.
Yeah,
if you
right.
can say
so that's what
we're going and run somebody over.
Yeah, that's an ideal world, and we don't do enough of that. And then another question I've got kind of here is, our run game. Like, do we help our linemen out enough with our run game? Because we don't have a true threat. No, I think their defense just kind of thinks they can pin their ears back and go. So like the signing of Aaron Jones and fucking all this stuff, I'm just like, I'm over it, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I think they could. I mean, not that they were going to trade away or mortgage the future for Jeremiah Love, but there were. I mean, the kid from Wisconsin or Nebraska, Emmett Johnson, I thought should have been the pick. They got Desmond Claiborne later. A lot of people are hyped about him. We'll see how that goes. They've compared him to Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon was a number 2. He didn't. I mean, sure was he a 1 at times in certain games, sure, but was never the full-time guy. So I'm not gonna get too hyped about him. I know some people are. I think it's still gonna be a heavy dose of Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. So I mean.
Doesn't help our cause, right? That's not sure.
I think maybe Claiborne plays more early. I think that Jones can be more effective later in the season, but he can't do the full 17 games, and we can expect him to be effective after 300 carries. Not that he's going to get 300 in a Kevin O'Connell offense.
And that's another thing we can go back to your Kevin O'Connell thing. I think he is on a hot seat this year. I don't know, man. I think Minnesota likes him, but I don't know that we like him that much. I don't know how much I like that GM move. Like, yeah, I think he'll be fine. So here's the deal: is he buddy with Kevin O'Connell now, or is he? Or does he view it too? Is he on the hot seat? Like, bro, I'm not your friend here. We need you to make right decisions because, like, okay, as a coach, you gotta. Like, and it's harder said than done, and it's harder to do than to say, obviously. It's you got to play to who you have to make it successful, right? Like, sometimes you might have an idea of what you want to do, but that doesn't always work, and you need to adapt and adjust, and I feel like Kevin O'Connell just tries to, I don't know, be too sweet, like you said.
He wants to be Sean McVay, but that's the thing. Sean McVay, well, and that's where he came from. That's where he won the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, sure, that offense was great, but he has Sean McVay at the end of the day saying yes or no if those things are going to happen. I mean, he's not getting full reign to just call his offense. There's no way. Sean McVay, in big situations, I guarantee you he's taking the clipboard, he's calling the plays. Right. Because Sean McVay is the mastermind. He is he is. That's where that's where the McCarthy trade now doesn't make a lot of sense to me because there's nowhere for him to go with the Rams selecting Simpson.
Right.
So where's he? He can't go to Cleveland. Cleveland's already got 16 QBs on the roster. So, I don't know where he's gonna go.
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. So we'll get into some of that stuff later.
Any other hot seats that you can think of? I mean, obviously the quarterback, I would say.
McCarthy's on the hot seat, but I would say so is Murray. Murray's got to show up and play well instantly out of the gates.
If he loses to McCarthy, do we trade Murray? I think we would. Possibly. Give him another chance somewhere else.
McCarthy would have to. He'd have to play really well, and he'd have to play in the preseason. I don't see any way for that to happen, but we'll see. Because I could see a team wanting him and making a trade for him. And he's on a vet minimum because the Cardinals have to pay him, whatever. So we'll see because, we're going to find out another guy that you brought up, Dallas Turner's on the hot seat. He's got to perform out there with them trading.
It's like one of those things is like, it reminds me of a fucking Neil Hunter type of thing where it's like, he needs to perform this year. And it's like you said, we're so instant gratification. It's like, he needs to perform this year.
I think for
the guy is probably, 20, 24?
He's a little older, and now he's been in the league for a while. He's had kind of the training period. The training wheels are coming off. I expect there to be some struggles, but then I expect by the middle of the season for some of that stuff to go away and for him to be extremely effective.
Yeah. Dallas Turner.
I know that he can wreck games, but it's
23.
Yeah, so he's still very young too, but
so I think I give him some time. He's not as big of a freak as Danielle Hunter was. I was kind of
he's more that he's got some freak athleticism, but he's not a big, intimidating guy like Hunter was. But Hunter wanted multi-million. He wanted to be guaranteed money or coming off an awful neck injury. We're not going to. Yeah,
he came out and just.
And he's been good for Houston. That's why C.J. Stroud keeps making the playoffs, because he hasn't been very good since his rookie season. So
no. Harrison Smith, another little topic I want to bring up. Do you think he's coming back? What's his deal there?
I think that. And the only thing that I've heard was from a little bit of Ben Lieber on K-Fan. He's to the point where I don't think he needs the off-season programs. It's going to be a late, preseason, it'll be into training camp before they sign him. Or it could be one of those deals he waits till week 4, week 5, teams struggling on the back end, bring back Harrison Smith. I don't think Harrison Smith is that kind of guy to wait till week 4. I think he'll either be there in camp, or if he doesn't end up there by the end, then he is officially retired. I don't foresee him. I mean, they could maybe talk him out of it if the team's pretty hot and being like, hey, we need another body. Like, if they start off really good and there is a little struggle in the back end, I can see it. But
right. Well, and I could even see him doing that same week 4, week whatever, to another team that's contending.
Yeah, it's possible. Again, I don't know if I see him as that kind of. I should probably keep this. Fingers are just exploding. Shit, I forgot.
You don't think you can see him leaving or what?
No, I don't think he'll go to another team. I think that his whole thing was being here. I mean, unless it's maybe a team like the Rams, maybe the Chiefs, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I am excited to see. They keep saying that JJ thing is a competition, actually, so we'll see what that actually looks like. I'm sure we'll see, preseason 1, both of them. I don't know, can you go every other possession?
You could, yeah.
Because that's what you're going to have to do. It's not fair to say you're going to play the first quarter, you play the second, because you're going to play with different guys.
That's what I was. It's going to be hard because you can't. If you don't have your main offense, if one guy gets to go out there with the main offensive line,
so that's why I say you got to make a decision.
You get Justin Jefferson. Some of your mistakes could be hidden. But again, if you play really well against some second teamers and you take that confidence and roll with it, I mean, there's something to be said about that too.
Right.
So we'll see. I think we'll get in more to that in.
I mean, the Vikings is going to be popping off soon. I think more things are going to be happening.
I think there's maybe a few more signings.
Preseason is coming up. Mini camps and stuff like that. I mean, sort of the OTAs and all these mandatory camps and all of these. So we'll keep updated on that. I am very interested, so I'll keep tabs on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll get in quick. Well, maybe because I think we'll spend some more time here on the Twins. We'll go to the Twins first. Twins, I think they've been a lot better than people thought. In my honest opinion, I think that's getting rid of Rocco Baldelli. That's where I'll start. Getting rid of Rocco, I think, was the first thing. I'm not a huge fan of how the ownership decided to go about the bullpen and some of the things. I am fine with the trades that were made. I mean, you maybe didn't need to trade Louis Varland, but they did get Kendry Rojas out of that. So if you maybe give that a little more salt and pepper, that turns out to be really good for you. So I don't know. I still think they got some guys out of that, but I'm not a fan that they didn't decide to go get anybody else. I know that there's a lockout coming. That's my thought process. I'm going to say I believe in this newer Polad. I think once we get through some of this stuff, I'm not saying he's going to spend an arm and a leg, but I think it will be better. I do think that he will spend a little bit more, but as an owner and as somebody who's supposedly, whatever they are, millions of dollars in debt, I'm not going to sign a bunch of high-level free agents knowing that we're going to go in to a CBA and a whole different change of things. when we're already a cheapskate franchise, they're not going to handcuff themselves going into a lockout. That's where I'm at with that in this season. So even I don't know about like at the trade deadline if they're going to do anything to improve the bullpen. Maybe it'll be like a mediocre old guy. The only thing that I really don't want us to do is trade Joe Ryan.
So what I'll say on that with the ownership, since you brought that up, was a great time. Me and you were talking about it after a big trade that the Timberwolves just did.
Yeah.
Melo. You messaged me and said, A-Rod should have bought the Twins.
Yeah.
And that is what I will go with. Once a poll ad, always a poll ad to me. I'm not trusting it. Again, I get it. We're not going to try to do anything before the CBA, but it's like, bro, really? Like, and especially now, like you said, caught me off guard. I was down on the Twins. And then all of a sudden, we're like playing half decent ball here. But every game, and I still been watching them weirdly enough, but every game that I watch, our bats are hot. And then all of a sudden, and we can't hold on to 6-run leads. Last night I was out of my chair, losing my mind because we were up 7-0 in the eighth inning, and we ended up winning the game. And it was like that's what I got written down here. It's like ups and downs with this team, right? But I don't think that the ownership really. I mean, they're getting lucky right now. So that's all I can say. They're getting lucky right now.
And it could be fixed because, like you said, the bats have been pretty good. I mean, just making some fixes to that bullpen. Or, again, some of these guys just need to show up and show. I mean, somebody's just got to man up and get some outs. I mean, I see now here we're losing to the Rockies 6-2. I mean, kind of brutal because I know that they're not very good.
No, they're not.
And I saw we're in third place. We're 3 games back, 4 games back, 3.5, it looks like. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's from Cleveland, I guess, but they're 5.5 probably from Chicago. But, I mean, you're right there. I mean,
well, the American League is really bad right now.
Well, the Central is not good either. I mean, they're 5 games over 500, the White Sox. The White Sox aren't a great team.
We're 5 games out of our division lead.
I didn't think we'd be better than the Royals, but here we are. I didn't think we'd be better than the Tigers. I actually thought it would be the Tigers, Guardians, maybe even. I thought we could possibly be a bottom dweller.
Well, I do truly believe. I mean, so we got all these young guys. I mean, coming and producing right now. There's a lot of guys down low, right? But here's the thing. I mean, if we had even one of the relief pitchers right now, we would be probably closer to 500, which we're not too far off, but it's like we would be right there. And it's like that's the difference of making the playoffs this year. Again, instant gratification. But and there was another take I had heard. Bro, we haven't won since 91. How instant and how long do you want to drag this out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Like, yeah, we tried to get Correa. We tried to do all these weird things. And it's like, either A, we have a team that can A, pitch really well and we can't hit. Or B, more likely, and that's what more in our history, is that we got a team that can hit really well, but we can't hold the lead. We're always coming from behind.
I mean, I really did like that team we had that.
The Bomba squad?
No, the team that actually won some playoff games.
Oh,
I mean, that was a good squad. They had
Royce Lewis was elite, and that's another thing I got on here. Royce Lewis, what do you like about him? What do you?
I mean, I just think that this again. I mean, I understand what he did, but blowing up and freaking out. I mean, when you play for Rocco Baldelli, when one day you're playing third, one day you're playing first, one day you're at DH, one day you're hitting third. Next day you're hitting 9, then you're hitting 7. Now you get a coach that kind of believes in you, is going to let you play. You still struggle. You're coming off of multiple injuries. I mean, it's going to take time. I get that I'm a little bit like, oh, Mr. Positive here, but I don't know what, I mean, the guy did a lot. I think to kick him out and then to watch him go to another place and hit 40 bombs and hit 285 for another organization because once again we just gave up on a guy. I just like that's. I mean, kind of going back to that McCarthy thing. Same thing. Everybody wants him to be great. oh, no, he's not great. Let's trade him away. And then in 2 years, he ends up being great. It's like, just everybody relax. I mean, it'll be fine because I've heard it even with Luke Keeschel that he's not a big league player, that he sucks. They said it about Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee's been one of our, I know he's been pretty solid this year. I haven't watched now. Yeah. Here for a couple weeks, I look at the box score and I tune in, but I also, it is really hard to watch when the bullpen goes wonky. I know our defensive errors are not good. We don't play very well defensively.
We are pretty far down in defensive rating.
Yeah, and I know I don't know what Carantini is, what that one there was, but it's slightly below average. I mean, we were way better with Jeffers, but it sounds like they'll trade him too.
20th in the MLB.
Because there's something with like our earned run rate, like our expected run rate defensively. I don't know what that is, but we're like dead last, and that's not good. Like,
I mean, I think, was it this one?
Yeah, well, no. It's something that we're dead last in, but...
Well, and what surprises me is how well our starting pitching is actually kind of holding up, and not surprisingly, our bullpen has been just god-awful.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll take credit. I knew Taj Bradley was going to be pretty good. I remember telling Nelson that one night. I thought that the pitching staff, I thought Bailey Ober would be out by now. But he's been somewhat effective, as he always has been.
They were really worried about Bailey there at the year.
They thought he'd be out before June.
Oh my gosh!
And
then I have another one with so Royce Lewis. He's back. Yesterday he hit a walk-off win.
Yep.
That was great. I mean, after just a complete blow-up scene. So that was cool. Royce is back. Buxton is freaking hot. He's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in the baseball right now. And again, another guy who's expressed he does not want to go anywhere, and the ownership.
I don't give a fuck what people are talking.
Yeah. And it's like, here's the deal: let him stay. Then don't do this to us as fans. I don't care about what you can get from him, bro. I really don't. I really don't care, bro. You give me the best prospect you got. I don't care.
Years ago, I would have done it. Like when he was really struggling and hurt all the time, when they brought up like when Noah Syndergaard was really good, I would have done that trade to the Mets back then. Now, I mean, he's our best player. If we can get, I'm not worried about the bats in the lineup. I think the pit, or really even the starters. I mean, I think they'd still probably. You definitely need Joe Ryan. You definitely need Taj Bradley. You probably need another guy yet to be really successful, and then.
So are we gonna do something or not?
We'll see. We got to see what.
Or are we gonna just trade Joe Ryan? Are we gonna trade by?
I have a feeling
Are we gonna trade Ryan Jeffers?
Joe Ryan's as good as gone. I think kind of the same with Ryan Jeffers. So we'll see where that leaves us. What we get. I mean, we traded for Joe Ryan.
I think we try to shop Wallner for something. I say we try to
get anything.
I say we try to trade Josh Bell for something because we could get something for him.
It's possible, like they did last year with trading Ty France and Harrison Bader, who had, I don't know, I guess respectable seasons above what I thought they were going to be. So they've done a pretty good job at doing that, I guess, recently, of bringing in some of those guys if our other dudes hit well. So I don't know. Do you got anything else on the Twins there?
Yeah. You brought up the coaching change. I do like this guy, Derek Shelton.
Yeah.
I think he makes it feel like baseball again. Like, okay, last night, prime example. Taj Bradley's at like 90 pitches and going into the 8th inning. He walks. He gave up a double down the line. Hard hit ball. Hard hit ball. Yeah. Good hit. He walks the next guy and he gets pulled. And then it just went. So now here's the deal. Everyone, you can say it's a bad move. Why did you send him out there? The first 2 runs, the momentum, all the bullshit, la. If you can't have a guy come in and just know Or does that make sense? Yeah. You can't have a guy come in and just not, or just give up those 2 runs. Okay, fine. We gave up how many runs in that next inning? It was just like,
yeah. I mean, it's not. I get it. I mean, Rocco was so scared of that.
But what I'm saying, feel the game out, dude. Feel the game out. How much better? Like, I mean, Taj Bradley knows there's 2 guys on base for that are his responsibility.
Yeah.
How much better does he? The lead gets blown anyways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what happens then? Then how good do you feel? Then you feel like, damn, I should have went out and tried to get through the 8th. I maybe could have. Yeah. Like, you think about that. You might not have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he's pitching well, I mean, it depends. Again, the high stress pitches, things like that.
So I do like the feel of our new coach. I think he does play the small ball a little bit better. I think he's a lot more open to, like Keyshaw, prime example. I like Keyshaw. He can hit. He's like a Reyes to me. He can hit, slap the ball around, get on base, draw some walks. Liability on defense. I mean, jeepers. Not good. Yeah. And it's one of those sales. Again, he's young. I'm not out on Keisha. Don't get me wrong, but we're trying other things. We're not gonna sit and wait for you to try to figure it out. Like, we got guys that are ready to get figured out or that have it. You know what I mean? Like, and we're gonna put you where we want, like, where you need to play. Yeah. And that's a coach's job to do, and I think he does that well. It's like Royce Lewis kept getting catered. Now he's at first base. Like, bro, we want you out here, but you need to play a position.
Well, Brooks Lee's been really good at third.
But that's what I'm saying. We're not going to move Brooks Lee because you want to be a third baseman.
But we also
want you in the lineup.
And, I mean, some of those moves, too, are because of you have Kalen Culpepper and they have another.
And again, these guys are all on the hot seat. Like, Tristan Gray.
Well, he's
and whatever, and these guys are all ready to, you know what I mean? Like, if they're not good right now, they will go.
Yeah.
And we'll bring up these guys. Like, that's kind of something I do like about to where it's like, okay, the future can be bright, but it's like, again, the same thing. We haven't won nothing good since before we were born, dude. Like, how much time have we had to? How much time have you had to develop? Like,
but how many teams since then? I mean, brand new teams are winning the champion. I mean, it's hard to do. It's a tough thing to do.
We ain't brand new.
Moving on here.
We ain't brand new. Bullpen sucks. Yep, going on that.
Let's touch on the Timberwolves. We can get Twins one out.
Yeah, Timberwolves.
Because that'll be pretty quick. Well, you can touch on that. The Melo trade.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. I like it.
Yeah, it needed to happen. You had to make a splash. I was glad they didn't do the honest move, get rid of everybody. Because you get to keep Rudy. I know that they're going to need a power forward yet. That's what I keep hearing. But I think they'll be fine. Ant and LaMelo. You keep DiVincenzo, who probably won't be able to play till later in the season next year. I saw they kept Jalen Clark, who I guess people say is pretty good defensively. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be just fine. Ayo is back. Rudy's back. I not always that I like Rudy, but
I think LaMelo Ball brings another, obviously, ball handler that can take the ball out of Ant's hands and can kind of work off ball, do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think LaMelo will, if we keep Rudy, I don't know. I keep hearing some other buzz, and you never know what's going to happen.
I know that Bear and Jay played decent, but I don't think they're ready to do.
But I think LaMelo Ball can unlock Rudy a little bit more. Like, so when we traded for Mike Conley.
Yeah.
When Mike Conley was younger and playing really good, Rudy was getting all these lobs, all these open looks, all these whatevers. You know what I mean? I think LaMelo can open that up. we don't trust Rudy to grab the ball and go make a move. He needs to either A, jump and dunk it, or B, like, here and then just turn around and dunk it.
That's where LaMelo, I think, is going to be.
Right. And then, like, even Jaden McDaniels, it should open up him. I do kind of, thing is like, with that, I don't think he really gives Jaden the opportunity to have the ball in his hands as much again, which we don't need. But again, it's like, do we ever really get to see the true Jaden McDaniels?
I think you will still, because I think it's going to be a bad boys team. I think they're going to be fun to watch.
I am super excited for it. Like I said, I'm glad Julius Randle.
I liked him, but
I liked him right
really
away.
Showed up when we needed it.
Especially in the playoffs, man. Like, dude, the last game was just absolutely terrible.
I mean, he averaged 16.
This is regular season. Oh, this is postseason.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to get her done.
No. Jaden McDaniels, 16. Again, he needs to take a step up. Again, this is his year. Again, is he on a hot seat? Potentially for me, right? Like, Jaden McDaniels needs
But you can't take, I mean, his defensive ability was one of the reasons that we beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, but we kept him around instead of getting a Giannis because we have a lot of belief. Well, he needs to lock it in a little bit.
We'll see what else they do down the road here.
I will be missing Nas Reed.
Yeah, I've seen a lot, but now remember, this goes back to that Twins game we went to, and we talked about this exact thing on how some of these Minnesota sports fans hold on to guys who do that. I mean, that's not bad, I guess, coming off the bench, but there was some games that he was
12.6 points average, 26 minutes. So
he still wasn't like the best in the league. Like, he was a maybe average, above average player that like Minnesota fans loved because he was just fan favorite. I don't know if he started here or not, if we drafted him.
Mm-hmm. Nas Reed was undrafted, came up. I was on a 2-way contract from the Iowa Wolves, and that's why we love him, bro. Because he's like homegrown. He's like a guy that gritted it out, fought for everything he's ever had. Big contract, 6th man of the year, the love of a state. People be tattooing Nas Reed on their lips, on their legs. I've got 2 Nas Reed bobbleheads. Like, dude, I love me some Nas Reed. Shout out Nas Reed. I will miss that boy. He was really good. Again, worth it.
Yeah, I think that it'll all be worth it as long as there's a few things, like I said, that they're gonna have to figure out yet. But I think they'll be fine.
And the draft picks,
whoever they got in the draft there in the second round, everybody's been super hyped about. So
yeah, I think they'll be just fine. Good additions. But like I say, trading a draft pick and doing these draft swaps.
It's not like the NBA. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like the NFL where you're completely mortgaging your future. Okay, LaMelo doesn't work out, you'll trade him away the same way you did with D'Angelo Russell or Julius Randle.
And we can get first round picks if we wanted to ever, which I would be so.
Because if they struggle again, or this is a couple years struggle, I mean, Ant's going to Atlanta at some point.
No,
he's going to Atlanta at some point in his career. He wants to go play in Atlanta. It's gonna happen. If they struggle and eventually go back to old Wolves in a couple years, he's going to Atlanta. He's out. He's going somewhere.
I mean, we'll see where he's at. I think we got to make something happen. And again, these first round picks, we're in it now. Like, this future isn't here. The Timberwolves are in the complete opposite of everybody else. It is for now, not for the future.
Well, I would say the Wolves and the Vikings are in similar situations.
Ready to go.
They're ready to win now. They got young guys. I mean, even baseball's just such a different beast, but I think that's going to change with this new CBA. So we'll see. But
when it came to the regular season on them, they were up and down. A lot of games they took off, and I keep hearing this. We just take it easy on certain nights, and we'll pick it up in the playoffs and stuff like that. And it's like that attitude. Is that a coaching problem? I almost think it is. Is that an attitude problem? I think so too. Like
it's an attitude problem.
Needs to be more mature in that way. Chris Finch, I do like as a coach.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of. Sometimes he's like, bro, what are we doing out here? He doesn't trust Terrence Shannon Jr. and all these guys. And it's like, dude, you gotta let him fly a little bit here. Like, especially after we saw Terrence Shannon, I want to see him more.
Yeah.
And he joked in one of the press conferences, oh, I guess I didn't know Terrence Shannon can, and whether he was being, I don't know if he was being sarcastic or not, but it didn't seem like he's like, oh, I guess we got to give him the ball more. And I said, well, yeah, you do. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? You know, it's like stuff like that as an internal guy, as a professional coach. Like, I hope
you got to change it, but it also can work.
Well, you need
there's
to,
the load management piece.
Well, these guys, these poly guys, and I think we got 2 of them off our team. Julius Randle showed up whenever he wanted, and like when he gets hurt about.
But Ant does that too sometimes.
Yeah, but Ant, here's the deal. Do you want this to? I mean, you got to pick and choose. If he's going to play 33 minutes a game, it's hard to play again.
But I think
again, he needs to take that step up. But like playing defense, playing offense at a high level the entire game is tough. Because you need it. So LaMelo Ball here averages about 28 minutes a game. So that's 4 minutes less. So if we give Ant 4 minutes less and expect him to go high, that's going to have to be the give and take.
Yeah.
Because he's good enough to D up as good as you want. But it's like, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to score you 30 points or do you want him to... You know what I mean? It's like hard to do. It's hard to do, but he's capable. That's the problem.
It's getting hot here.
You're sweating?
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
Yeah, going to the Twins game. Wrestling match. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think we're good, man. I think it's a good little thing.
Good little restart. Again, reach out. We'll zoom you in. We'll probably reach out to some people too.
We'll do some more individual pods about that individual topic, just to kind of keep things organized and on pace and short.
Yeah,
I think time.
Because this one will be long, but the other one should be a little shorter, potentially even into just little clips. So,
right.
All right.
Peace.